In one of my other videos, I did a review of the Keg in North York. Now, let's jump over to the Keg on Leslie Street and see how its competitor faces up. Well, not really competitor, they are a part of the same company, I just mean competition between, branches. Is this one better? Is this one worse? Well, let's find out. Now, let's start with the atmosphere. I really like the atmosphere at the Leslie Keg. I'm gonna call it the Leslie Keg instead of the Keg on Leslie. Leslie Keg just flows off the tongue better. Anyways, I really like the atmosphere at Leslie Keg. I think it's a lot better than the one at North York. It feels less, rushed, less busy. It's also because it's further away from a major street. The Keg in North York is right on Yonge Street, whereas the Keg on Leslie is kind of far away from any major streets, at least ones with pedestrians. But regardless of where it is, geographically, it did feel a lot more calmer and a lot more professional for some reason. Not because of the servers, but just because of the atmosphere. It felt a lot more like a high-class steakhouse. This was, of course, helped by the fact that they had a full bar with seating where I watched the World Cup. I watched England versus Mexico. What a game. I'll talk about this more later. But anyways, what a game. And I did watch at the bar, which had a very nice, relaxed, but still professional, upright, and upper class feel to it. It's hard to explain, but I think it's a lot better than the atmosphere at the Keg at North York. Not that the atmosphere at the Keg of North York is bad. It just kind of always had this kind of semi-casual, not casual in terms of dress code, but casual in terms of, it's kind of like a more like a normal restaurant rather than a steakhouse. No diss though, I love the Keg in North York. The steaks are delicious. Oh, and on top of that, they do have an outside patio, is that what it's called? Outside seating, but it's no one really sits there. I mean, there was one group of people I saw, but really most people stay inside. It's probably because they want to watch the World Cup, to be honest, but maybe it's the weather. I don't know. I like the seating indoors a lot better. Now, moving on to the more important part, the food. So I had obviously the bread. It tasted like the bread at the other place. Actually, I'd say the other place tasted a bit better, but I couldn't really noticeably tell a difference. The butter was the same, obviously. And I also had some of the lobster thing. I don't really know what it's called. Lobster. It's kind of like escargot, but it was in lobster form. It was delicious. Amazing. Oh my goodness gracious. The Coca-Cola here was excellent. It was a little bit sugary. Actually, it's not Coca-Cola. It's Pepsi. Sorry. The Pepsi here was a little bit sugary, but it was still very, very good. The water. It's water. I mean, not much to say. If you're watching this far in the video, that probably means you're enjoying it, and if you are, I'm a small content creator, so any support you give me would really mean a lot. So please, if you can, and it's free, so why not? Drop a sub, like the video, leave a comment, share this video with a friend, or just do any of these things. You don't have to do all of them. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. You watching this far already helps support the channel, and yeah, let's get back to the video. Anyways, moving on to the main event. The steak. Oh my goodness gracious me, the steak was delicious. It's probably because I was also watching a peak World Cup game, probably one of the best, if not the best of the tournament so far. It was part of the maybe environment, but that steak was just amazing. I savored it. It was just so delicious, paired with the amazing atmosphere and the scenic, just feel of the restaurant. It just tasted amazing. The taste of the steak, it tastes exactly like a steak should. I like my steak medium rare, and it was medium rare. It was mediumly rare. It was delicious. Not too salty, just the right amount of chewiness, good texture, amazing beefy taste while still keeping that steak identity. So delicious. And the fries on the side, the fries are just normal. They're just fries, and the vegetables, the mushrooms, the beans, the carrots, they all help just complement the amazing meal. It was amazing. Now, I always get the rib steak at the Keg. Sorry, I didn't specify that earlier what steak I get, the rib steak, and it almost, it never fails to satisfy me. I was very, very satisfied with the steak I received. So delicious. I also did have some of the cake. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's the cake they give you on your birthday for free. Just as a small tip, if you ever go to the Keg on your birthday, they give you a free cake. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And I love this cake. It's my favorite dessert at the Keg, and yeah, it was as expected, very delicious. So just to top it all off, I actually think this is probably the best Keg I've been to in Toronto. I've only been to 2 Kegs, but between the one at North York and the one here, I actually think this one is better. I think the food, since it is a restaurant, it is a chain, the Keg is a chain, all the food is relatively the same. I couldn't tell a big difference between the steak here and the steak, back in North York. They're relatively the same. Any differences is probably just caused by chefs rather than, the actual chain, doing something different, because why would they do something different? It's just a restaurant. It's the same restaurant. But I think this Keg is better because of the atmosphere. I think it's a lot more peaceful than the one at North York, and also a lot more scenic, and it just has a better vibe. The bar also helps, they actually have a physical bar. I'm not sure if they have one at North York, but the bar where you sit down and have steaks, it's just an excellent view. So yeah, in combination with the taste of the food, the scenery, the World Cup, well, what an amazing Keg. This is probably my favorite steakhouse in Toronto so far. And I'm just going to talk about the World Cup for a second. What a game. What a game. And, oh my goodness, it went down to 10 men. They still locked in. So many penalties, so many possible fouls, so much energy coming from both teams. What a performance from Harry Kane. And what a performance from Jude Bellingham. My goodness gracious, what a ball. He's a baller. So yeah, just watching that just helped elevate the experience. So for my final review of the Keg, I thought it was amazing. I think this is the best steakhouse I've been to in Toronto thus far, and yeah, I do recommend you check it out. The Keg at North York isn't bad though. I still think it's amazing. This one's more amazing. It's amazinger. Yeah. All right, thank you. Goodbye, and subscribe.